Next up on WTV, COVID protocols, this week's edition of Real Talk, and today's sports. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, January 21st, and I'm Zain Rahmani with today's Daily Update brought to you by Wingspan TV. It's hard to miss the toll COVID-19 and the Omicron variant are taking here on campus as students, teachers, cafeteria workers, and others are missing time due to a positive test. And with so many students missing time, there's been some confusion about what is expected. Here to hopefully clear things up, WTV's Advik Dixit.
Principal Ashley Rainwater sent out an email Wednesday evening reminding students and families of district protocols for COVID-19. Students should stay at home if they have any COVID-19 symptoms, but sometimes symptoms may show up during the school day, which leads a student to visit the nurse.
I assess their symptoms. I start going through the whole list of all of the potential COVID symptoms. Cough, congestion, headache, sore throat, nausea, body aches, among many other things. And we'll check their temperature. Lots of times kids don't have temperatures, and sometimes they do. And if they have two or more of any of those symptoms, we contact parents and they're sent home.
According to the Frisco ISD protocols, if a student tests positive for COVID-19, they must quarantine for 10 days from symptoms onset, or a positive test with no symptoms, regardless of a doctor's order that says a student may return to school after 5 days. The Frisco ISD protocols also state that a student who tested positive may not return to school before their 10-day quarantine period, even if they subsequently receive a negative test. 2 years into this pandemic, some people are ready to move on, but McDavid encourages people to keep following the CDC protocols.
Viruses are smart. They're a lot smarter than us, and we don't know what's going to come next. I think we need to keep our guard up on COVID and really any pandemic or whatever is going to be coming next, because there's always people who aren't as healthy as the average person, or even the healthier than average person. There's people out there that need everyone to protect them. Babies, older people, anyone who's immunocompromised.
But no matter what, some people are going to catch COVID, and for students, that means some time at home. However, most teachers on campus are willing to work with students.
So it's been pretty difficult having so many students out. However, I've been adjusting our activities that way they can do them at home and virtually. So I've been uploading them on Canvas, and then I've also been putting directions under each day in Canvas, so that way they can just go straight to Canvas, look at the instructions, and have all their work there. So it's all in one place, and it's pretty easy to follow along.
For any questions regarding the district protocols, they can be found on the Frisco ISD website. Reporting for WTV, I'm Advik Dixit.
Advancing to state is the goal for most students that compete in athletics, fine arts, or any academic competition. For 24 Redhawks that compete in DECA, goal accomplished. WTV's Kate Graham has the details.
DECA is an organization that prepares students for possible careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management, and on Wednesday, nearly 50 students competed in the District Career Development Conference at the Irving Convention Center.
It was definitely really energizing. There were a lot of people in the room. We were all sitting in this main hall, and it was definitely crowded. There were a lot of students. Everyone was buzzing, talking. This is my first year actually going in person. I only started last year, so it's definitely a very different experience than last year, considering that I actually got to see the judges. There were all the students around, but it was just a really energizing area.
Of the 47 students that competed, 24 advanced to the state competition in February.
I was really excited. So how it was last year is they kind of just let your advisor know if you had made state or not. So it wasn't as exciting of an experience, but with this one they called it out live. And they actually called out me and my partner's name towards the end. So I was definitely really nervous as they were calling out the names. I was like holding my friend's hand, worrying that they wouldn't say our name. But once they did, I was really, really happy. I got to walk across the stage and get my medal and everything. So.
From there, students have a chance to advance to the national level.
So with us having a writing event, I guess it definitely just takes more practice and more revision. So how it works is at competition, we have to say our speech, basically proposing our business idea, and basically the judge acts as a potential investor, and we basically just have to explain why our idea is worth investing in. And I just definitely think that between state and ICDC, and between now and state, our main focus will be just on revising our speech, making sure that it looks more polished and looks like a better idea for someone to potentially invest in.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kate Graham.
On this week's edition of Real Talk, WTV's Kate Graham asked students about classes.
Hey Redhawks, it's WTV's Kate Graham in this week's edition of Real Talk. Today I'll be asking students about picking out classes for next year.
Do you think it's too early to pick out classes for next year?
Well, I think it kind of is because we still haven't really fully experienced the second semester yet, but I get where the counselors are coming from.
Slightly, but I know that the counselors need to get stuff done, so I don't really mind.
I don't think it's too early because if you need to change something in the future, it's better to have it as soon as possible.
Are you following your 4-year plan that you laid out in 8th grade?
Mostly a few changes, but still kind of going on that.
No, I changed career paths entirely.
I'm not really following my 4-year plan. I changed it up a lot.
What classes are you looking forward to next year?
Definitely my CTE classes. They were really fun this year, and I'm looking forward to them next year.
I really liked math this year, so I'm looking forward to my math classes next year.
I'm really excited for AP Computer Science because I love computer science and programming and stuff.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kate Graham.
On today's sports, WTV's Matthew Bishop brings you an overview of Red Hawk athletics.
Boys and girls basketball traveled to Lebanon Trail on Tuesday for another District 9 5A matchup. The girls won by a score of 46-27. The boys also won 68-56. Both teams will take on Wakeland at the Nest, with the girls tip-off at 6:30 and the boys at 8. Boys and girls soccer also took on Lebanon Trail Tuesday, with the boys winning 2-0 and the girls also winning 2-0. Both teams will take on Centennial, with the girls' game being at Centennial at 5:30 and the boys at 7:30 at the Nest. Girls powerlifting competed in a meet in Van Alstyne on Wednesday, with the girls' team placing second.
So the meet yesterday was kind of like a learning experience for everyone, just for the new people. It was mostly just trying to figure out how much weight you can lift and all that. Mostly all of us in general did really good.
The Red Hawk tennis team competed in the Polar Vortex tournament on Wednesday, with girls singles placing third. The Red Hawk swim team will compete in the district meet today at Bruce Eubanks Natatorium starting at 12:15.
For a team as a whole, I think we just have to have a perfect meet. We can't really make those simple mistakes that we've been making during earlier meets leading up to this meet.
The wrestling team will compete in the Coyote Classic Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Reporting for WTV, I'm Matthew Bishop.
If you are looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. Want to be on Wingspan's 14 Days of Love? Scan the QR code below. PALS is hosting a meeting during advisory on Monday the 24th and Tuesday the 25th in room C138. The final order deadline for the 2021-2022 yearbook ends on January 28th, Friday. You can order now with a $5 discount at jostens.com. Search Frisco Liberty High School. That's it for today's daily update. This is Zain Rahmani for Wingspan TV.